Walt Disney once claimed, "If you can dream it, you can do it." Unfortunately, this is easier said than done. Anyone can wish upon a star or have a dream in their head. The question is, once the dream is hatched, how do you make it come true? Dreams are presumed to be extravagant, far-fetched, and difficult to reach, especially in the performing arts. Trying to break into a performing arts career is a hard thing to do. No is heard more commonly than yes. Finances are not always stable. Sometimes it is not viewed as a legitimate profession. Yet, there are thousands of successful artists who have made their dreams a reality. So, who says you can't do the same? How, you may ask? By turning those dreams into goals. One of the reasons I decided to make a video series about the goal setting process is to create a reference for people like you to watch as you start your goal journey. That being said, there has been a lot of information shared over the past 3 videos. Thankfully, there are different programs and acronyms that simplify these steps. That's what this video is dedicated to, teaching different acronyms that can be used to construct and complete your goal. Probably the most well-known goal-centric acronym is SMART or SMARTER goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, engaging, and rewarding. The acronym is used to represent the different blocks to the ultimate prize. Each letter is an objective that should be thought out as the goal is being created. Specific is the essential first step, as it ensures the goal is practical, that it shows exactly what needs to be accomplished, and that it avoids wasted time and energy down the road. This is like the target example I discussed earlier. Specific helps you to narrow down that target. Creating a measurable goal ensures that the goal and its progress are countable. For example, if you want to learn to play guitar, a measurable goal would ensure that you are advancing in your studies on a weekly basis instead of learning flexibly and inconsistently. Achievable is realistic elements of the goal. Wanting to star in a Broadway show within 2 weeks of moving to New York isn't very realistic because it isn't something you can control, unfortunately. However, a goal to audition for a role in a show every other week is. Relevant helps to prioritize the steps of the goal. It outlines the right and wrong ways to accomplish the goal in order to stay on track. This includes mapping out both the enjoyable and tedious parts of the journey. Both are necessary to the goal's completion. Having a time-bound goal ensures that objectives are accomplished on realistic points in time. The times can be from 1 week to a year, but it needs to be scheduled. Engaging ensures involvement in the goal process. This is probably the easiest step since you created the goal and you want to accomplish it. Rewarding is a motivation, so planning awards after tedious tasks can provide encouragement. Writing the comedy jokes for your next gig in a coffee shop is a great reward system because you can reward yourself when it's finally completed. The next phrase that can be used to start fulfilling aspirations is silver: specific, in time, life-affirming, value-led, ethical, and robust. Silver is similar to SMARTER goals, but more emotionally driven. It makes sure the goals are having a personal impact on your life. The S and I in silver have the same meanings as the specific and time in SMART, but the rest become more personal. For in time, Westwood states to write the goals as if they have already been reached to help with an emotional connection. Life-affirming ensures the goal will improve a life and inspire work. I'd say achieving your wildest dreams is pretty affirming. Values will ensure the goal aligns with personal values. This goal is obviously something that you value, but make sure you keep a balance. Make sure the other things you value in your life are prominent in the journey. Establishing an ethical goal will ensure the goal is morally sound and will not cause harm to anyone. This is important in the entertainment world. Don't create a goal that will put others down in the process. Robust goals will ensure a challenge while also making sure the goal is realistic. This is like the singing range example from earlier. If you're normally an alto, singing a high E is definitely a challenge, but not unrealistic like singing an A would be. The next acronym, STAR, or Situation, Targets, Actions, and Reflections, is supposed to help with conflicts. When struggles arise, this acronym will help to overcome the roadblocks. Unlike the preceding acronyms, it should be applied after the goal is set and is on its way to being accomplished. When you come to a roadblock, you must analyze the situation and decide what needs to be changed, whether it's a deadline or an approach. Identifying the target means identifying the problem and seeing what needs to be tackled in order to proceed to the goal. Maybe if you can't achieve your tap wings, the problem is your technique. Going to your dance teacher to fix it would be your action, because that would eliminate the target. Reflections are the result of seeing whether the issue was solved or not. Use your notebook to physically write down your reflection so you can reference it. The R is also the time to create a plan just in case STAR needs to be used again.